Okay, so we get to a place where we are in agreement, or I'm in agreement, and I want you to be in agreement with me that as ladies, we have set a very shaky foundation for the relationships.
That's true.
Because we hold the key, the yes to a relationship.
That's true.
A man pursues us, and we give a yes or a no. Now, the moment we send mixed signals, we are being weak. The moment we say yes to something that we are not so sure about, then we are being weak. And I think categorically clear, we want to stipulate the difference between being broke in the moment while you are working on something and there is potential, because some women will say, I married potential, but potential has to have fruits, things that you can see, that this person has a good attitude towards work, this person goes to work every day, this person is accountable, this person wants to grow as a person. And I think that is the potential. But if you just get blindly married or into a relationship and then you discover this person, this person is weak, and then you say you are trapped, then there is something that you didn't do. You gave a yes when you should have given a no, or you should have said wait. Because it's possible you can tell a man to wait, and he will wait while he makes himself ready for the relationship, and while you are guiding him as a friend. Because some of the ladies, just like you said, that it's possible that they're both 25, but the woman has matured more than the man.
More than the man.
The
That's
woman
true.
sounds like a 35-year-old because they're thinking ahead, they're thinking about children, they're thinking about insurance, they're thinking about building, while the man is thinking about the next car and the next, and cruising and having fun and going to the next boat cruise. So while you are supporting, support as a friend, not as a relationship. When a man steps into a relationship, just know he is God ordained to be a priest, to be a leader, to be responsible. And if he steps into that place without being ready, then you are the one that is going to suffer as a woman.
Absolutely.
And then you're the one that is going to grumble and complain.
Absolutely. We are running with a theme that says, leave no man behind. In this,
we also have a theme.
In this, we want to guide the young men while they step into these grounds.
Yeah.
I'll be very proud when a young man gets into a relationship or into a marriage when they are ready. I would want to coach them on what it means to be a father,
a man,
to be a husband, to be someone's husband, to be someone's father.
Yeah.
I would feel so proud when this young man, after 10 or 15 years, has something to show for being the right man in someone's life.
And as the leader of the Women Association,
and some men,
we are proud.
Some men asked me a question. They said, why are you doing this? Because we are doing it free. I said, I'm helping myself because I've given birth to
a girl.
I have a daughter. I would want one day my daughter to fall into
the right hands.
So what I'm doing right now is,
you are sowing seed.
Sowing seed for my future. Sowing a seed for my daughter. And I can't do that sluggishly.
Yeah.
Nchiteekamu obulamu n'amaanyi. Because whether you like it or not, Ariella will need a man one day.
Yeah.
But she has to find the right man. And I see that I must sow right now is by grooming that generation. And
it looks like you're grooming that generation, but I will tell you there are so many married men that have come to me and they're so appreciative of the work that you're doing, because there are things they missed when they were growing, when they were getting into relationships or marriages, that they are getting right now while you speak. And they're like, and then some women, yesterday, a woman came to my office and she showed me a list and said that I show you this list with even tears in my eyes, but the work that Tim is doing is a work that is going to change so many men's life. Maybe some of our men are not redeemable, right? That is how she put it. Maybe some of our men are not redeemable, but it's possible that there is a whole generation and even the older men that are going to be changed. Tell him not to stop doing what he's doing.
Amazing. We thank God for that.
Yeah. So those seeds are going far. And as women, I think every time you talk about that, I think you have seen Fifi, you have seen Molly, you have seen some of the different coaches in my community being excited about this, saying, you know what, do this. Because most men, it's very rare that they will go for help. It's very rare that they will even pay for the sessions, that they will even say there is a counselor or a coach, I want to go there. Some of them don't even mind about personal growth. For them, they think I must be able to work and then I must be able to just do the things that I need to do. So you doing that, leaving no man behind, means that you are going to overturn a generation for good. That they will live in happy marriages, because both you and I believe in happy marriages.
I do.
We believe
100%.
in flourishing, thriving marriages, not struggling marriages. So if you have a struggling marriage or a sinking marriage, just know that there is a way out. You can be able to actually groom or change your marriage altogether.
That's true,
if you can
absolutely.
get the wisdom that you need to get in
Right
order
now.
to change that marriage.
Absolutely.
So before you ditch,
Yeah.
make sure you stitch.
Yeah, that's true.
Before
That's
you
true.
ditch, make sure that you come.
Yeah.
Let's sit down. One thing that I've started doing so seriously in these couple sessions is prayer.
Oh, boy.
Because certain things do not go away without prayer.
Yeah, that's true.
And
absolutely.
sometimes, not even sometimes, I fast for my clients
And you pray for them.
and I pray for them. That whoever comes to me, there will be a turnaround, and not just a turnaround that is surface, but a turnaround that is deeper, that is going to affect their generations and the coming generations.
That's absolutely
so there
true.
is a solution. Do not stay back. In as much as we are talking about this, in as much as we are saying, please walk away from men who are broke and lazy, not just broke, but broke and lazy. I repeat that. We are saying that there is redemption.
Yeah, that's true.
For both the woman to be able to know who to give your yes to, and the man for you to be able to prepare yourself to be that man that the woman deserves.
Exactly. So the telltale signs we began with attitude towards work.
Yeah.
Yes. Number 2, I would say, what time do you wake up?
I
use the example.
At midday, they are stretching.
I use the example. If you're 25 and you want a comfortable life,
Yeah.
you will hustle at 45 and at 50.
Oh no.
Have you ever met a boda guy that is 50 years old?
They're always grumbling and complaining.
Yes. Otudde bubi terera. Nja kujjako ku boda yange. It's like he's doing you a favor.
I know, but isn't he? I know. Emyaka ejo jiba
Jantondo. Akuze. You understand? What he was supposed to do at 25, he's doing it at 50 years old.
I know. Wow.
So if you're looking for a comfortable life right now,
Be sure
that
you will hustle.
Yeah, you will hustle.
At 50.
At 50.
And that will be the worst time to hustle. So the time that you wake up is an indicator of laziness. That means you have nothing on your mind. Let me tell you, these days, even without the kind of work that we do, as in you already have a side hustle, or you have a career path that you want to change or to come up with, there's a skill you want to get.
At least you wake up and pray.
At least wake up and pray, even if you're not doing anything.
Yeah, at least
but
you pray.
there has to be something.
There has to be something.
You must be yearning for something better, something more.
You can't wake up at 11 a.m., 10 a.m. How? In a rented house?
I know. Wow.
While your boss, your landlord, yajifulumya ku saa 12.
Ate ng'oluusi,
At 6
even if they
a.m.
stopped working at that moment, they have enough to take them through life.
But you know,
But they are working.
I used before, I said, it's one thing to make the money. It's another thing to maintain it.
Yeah.
Okay? To keep the money is harder than make it.
Yeah.
So some of the people who are in that space, they now understand what it means to.
They actually work twice as hard as they used to work to get whatever they have.
Because keeping the money is hard.
And that's the truth.
Very hard. Because the more you grow, the more outlets of your money, the more expenses.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And like it, God puts those resources into your hands to help people.
For a reason, yes.
It's for a reason. So you can't say that you have these resources and be selfish not to help.
Yeah.
You find yourself helping. Now, as you commit to help other people, it means you have to work more. Okuzao. So when you make more money, even the outlets
Increase.
and your expenses increase.
Yeah.
So that's why keeping money becomes even harder for a rich person. That's why he will build a house and he will not be able to sleep beyond 6 a.m.
Yeah.
Now you're going to tell me he's not working smart. No. If he was not working smart, at least you're sleeping in his house.
I know, but he's not working smart.
Beba tugamba. Start working smart.
Yeah, it's okay. We worked hard.
This generation, bagala ebyamangu.
And then they want mindset shift. They have words.
Wait.
They have words.
Hilda, this
Level up.
This
Mindset
generation
shifts.
thinks I can get rich tomorrow.
Yeah.
Our generation does not believe
We
that.
build.
The reason as to why you think you can get rich tomorrow, it's because you want to end up in Luzera tomorrow.
I know. That reminds me. There's something I listened to this morning, and it made a lot of sense. That the most dangerous people in this world are ambitious, lazy people.
Yes.
Like too much ambition. Without a backup of
I was
hard
about
work.
to talk about that. Kakati kankugire. Hilda, if you go on a date with this guy who talks the heaven and earth, but
they smell good.
Nedda. Okay, leave the smelling alone.
But they talk.
He has a huge vision. When he starts talking about his vision, you wonder, you get lost in the vision yourself.
And most of them have deep voices.
He will start talking about his vision until you'll be swallowed by the vision and you'll be no more. But guess what? Mwaka gumu, myaka ebiri, myaka esatu, you don't even see a tafari of that vision.
Akunyumiza vision namala nakusaba transport amuzaye uwe. Hey! Nakusaba airtime gwana akukubirako essimu encha. Ate no malango sasude date. Jesus.
Nedda takusasuza kugamba. But this is I think I forgot my wallet.
I didn't
at
come
home.
with my
I have a feeling I left my wallet
Visa
at
card.
home. I don't know. I've been looking for it. Probably I left it in the other car. You know, I have two cars.
But they came without a car.
Can you help me pay
Clear this? I'll meet you tomorrow. I'll put it on your
I'll
account.
reimburse you. I'll reimburse you.
And they like shaking legs. And they like smelling nice. And having deep voices.
Okukula kwetta. Nze I'll have a chat with you for 5 minutes and I will know chino chichupuli. Chino chichupuli. Now if you're a woman and you're 35 years and you can't tell a chichupuli. Njagala kukuba godo.
Even 40 years. Oh wow.
You're 35 years old.
Oh my God. And then
you're 35 years old. The first guy who slept yalibaka nawe eyakukula eyakukola byonna
yali 21 or 21.
You understand? Nofuna omulala ngo ina 23 nofuna omulala ngo ina 24
emyaka egyo gyonna emyaka nga mingi
wetwogerera obadde n'omukulu oyina omukululu gwa 15
legacy. And you can't tell fake from fake.
Anyway, katusomese. So you can tell. You can tell that this is fake.
You can tell.
You know, there was assumption for a teacher is to think that your student understands.
That's why.
So you keep teaching.
Usually it's a sixth sense, the gut feeling, as in respect yourself.
So at that
enough.
point, if you see this guy who's talking big but doing nothing about big, just
run
know
away.
He's a liar.
Run for your life.
It's not. So you can't wake up. You can't be waking up at 10 with a vision of feeling in Ambole.
I know.
People who feel Nambole are fasting, are praying. You understand?
They're knocking every office.
They're working, they're making relationships.
They're selling their vision.
They're doing. Naegwe, gospel artist. Ngenda kujuza Nambole.
Nayenga, osuka sawa 5. No yuya. Then gwa manyuli ka movie akapya.
Bo movie.
Chiri ku Netflix kyonna gwakimanyi. Then you have this thing of kuteka mafuta and era still bokula bakazi abatamanyi, and then you go visiting every friend of yours.
Ate ne movies zola bazona zezino zoga gundi oyina kwa copy mpeleza yako aka hard drive oyina ku movie chiyo.
You can never pay for subscription.
Hey.
Subscription.
Nina oyina goyagala okutwala ewafuke mukazi wo.
And let me tell you, some of those that you're talking about are crashing on other people's chairs, but they have the audacity of waking up. They are not even renting. They are renting babivako. They are crashing on another person's couch, but they watch movies until 3 a.m. and then they will wake up at 11 and they will still continue watching movies. But guess what? When they're speaking the English on phone,
they are
bajja kwewola simanyi data ngeri gye bamwewolamu, but they will all know all the bukodyo of okwewola data, okwewola airtime akuba, buli kimu.
Kaakati mbalu mumpeereza sente. I was sending money to someone and he said, please wait, don't send money on that line. Namugamba no, let me give you another line. So he sends another line. I'm like, so what's wrong with the other one? Manyini naka kabanja ate kaluddeko. Ate Airtel unyiza akasenji nga tekannagwako nekatwala.
Oh Lord.
So that's a lazy man.
The company that
a lazy man as a must has no chitiwa for time.
Yeah.
You know, there are things that are so one of the most powerful resource that we have and that we must guard jealously is our time. I think I've talked about the time element here before. Time is
its
very
contribution
essential
to wealth to
because
reach.
It's the only that cannot be reversed. It's the only one that you cannot borrow. You can't borrow against time. You can't say that I can take a loan of some
of tomorrow
time. You can't. You understand. You have your time now, you spend it now and it's gone. So when you find a person who cannot respect time,
they're time wasters.
Okay, who cannot respect time and your time of all things, then just know wrong dial.
A time waster is a destiny waster.
Wrong dial. And in our workspaces, if someone gives you an appointment and you cannot be on time, or in time, they have no respect for you. However talented, however skilled, they don't think that you're the right person for the job because everything runs on time. Now, if you can't guard jealously
your
time, that you wake up at midday and you've burnt 6 hours of your most important part of the day sleeping.
How about men who still sleep in their parents' homes at 40? At 40. Like seriously, what about Tunga? Clearly, Alikech charm. Like there's just something wrong.
Yeah.
How are they going to sustain a home? But they're also in the dating ring. And they have women that they date. And those women, they look like they're understanding women.
That's true, absolutely.
And then you're like, but can't you think for a moment? So how you get married to him, where do you go? Are they going to move into your house? And then after that, and I think sometimes we are shallow-minded that when we look at a relationship or marriage, we are thinking in terms of just sex. Marriage is not sex. Marriage is a whole package of responsibility that goes deeper than sex. So while you're there, you're like, but I'm spending sleepless nights, money, lonely nights, money, it has been raining, money, it has been doing what? All you're thinking about is someone getting into you. But you are not thinking about who they are, what they do, what they bring on table, their level of responsibility, and the future that you hold with them.
Now, I'll have a discussion on a bit about sex, maybe some other time. But I think we have abused, just like I said, time is one of we abuse our time. Sex.
Oh, that has been abused. Please, you will concentrate on only that because
really abused, and we don't know, but it has far-reaching consequences.
It has been cheapened. It has been
that are eating up on us every day. It's just like food. Okay, when you are irresponsible in the way you feed, it will show with your health. Same with sex. Same with the way you consume your time.
Wow.
Certain things are irreversible. Okay? I think I was listening to someone and he said, you cannot assume on any day that once you waste your health today, that you'll have it tomorrow.
Or that you can reverse it.
Or that you can reverse it.
It's gone.
When it's gone, it's gone.
Yeah.
Some of the complications...
Just like your age. When that age is gone, that chapter is closed,
exactly.
It's closed.
It's gone. It's gone. So that's why I'm like, okay, when you take for granted the area of sex. You know, unless, because even an animal has respect for sex. And
I know.
A dog.
I know.
A cow.
It knows the mating
Knows the
season.
mating, and they respect the mating season.
Yeah.
And when it's gone, it's gone.
It even respects that it has to get a female counterpart. That has gone.
So I'm like, anyway, let's go to the next.
Yeah, let's also, while we are at that, let's talk about, because the person that wakes up at around 11 has company. And sometimes the company that we keep, there's a lady that was telling me recently that the reason as to why my husband cannot change is because
of the
the
influence,
company that he keeps around
the
him.
influence.
He seems to be like the one who is above them, and so he keeps all the low lives around him so that he can feel like he's the greatest.
Yep.
And so I don't see any evidence that he's about to change or he's
Simple.
about to
Look
redeem
around you.
his situation.
And actually, if you're a girl, get to know the friends of that guy.
Yeah.
That's getting into your life. It should be one of the boxes to tick. What kind of friends does he have?
Yeah.
Because when you get married, those are the same friends that are going to influence him.
Yeah.
To become.
There will be the pillars on which your marriage, right?
Just know who are the kind of friends
they'll
that
bring it down.
Then there are some men who will not want to disclose because they know they're in the wrong company.
That's true.
But it should be in your interest to know. When this guy says he's going to watch football,
who is he with?
Don't make yourself FBI, but it should be in your interest to know. Because you're not signing up for one part of his life.
I know.
You're signing
for the
up
whole
for
package.
a full package.
Yeah.
So at least better mukona akategera, be wise.
Okulingizako ku bibiri ebirala to know what do they look like. Be interested.
Yeah, be interested. Because friends play a very, very pivotal role.
Yeah.
In relationships and even in marriages. When you have the wrong friends, Hilda, when you have the wrong friends, whether you like it or not, it's just a matter of time and you will become like them.
Yeah. And then ngozi chezi bagata, because what are they talking about? The other person is talking about chasing deals, the other person is talking about all these things. It cannot mix with someone who has nothing in their head, no ambition at all, and they are not concerned about anything else. They will never thrive together.
They will never.
Yeah. So the reason as to why he is even thriving with anyone, they're with fellow dreamers. Don't fall in love with a dreamer. As in, you will always find yourself at square zero.
Yeah.
Because they dream too big and they never wake up to do anything.
They never wake up to anything.
You would rather have someone that is doing something small, however small, but they can devote their time to it. They can be responsible enough. And then you know that, okay, I can at least push someone who is already in the pipeline. But someone who is on the fence, just watching, looking on. And this really baffles me. I think I told you about the story of a lady that called me during COVID, and she told me that, you know what, my husband had to even report to my mother-in-law that I don't give him meat, and at least I should have made a quarter a kilo for meat. But I'm the same one that is paying school fees. I'm the same one that is still paying rent in COVID. I'm the same one that bought a whole sack of maize flour and a whole sack of beans, because I don't know how long we are going to be in the lockdown.
Yes.
And he's the same man that says, but she has money, but she can't even feed his husband. And the mother-in-law, there are also women who are not in the dating phase. They're mothers, but they're enabling. Oba broilers, oba they're enabling, not men, clearly. Because you can't be the mother-in-law and you have the audacity. If you can't give your boy meat, why do you think another woman should work to give your boy meat when that boy cannot actually work?
It takes us back to where we started.
What craziness is that?
It takes us back to where we started, Hilda. You can never take for granted how all that started. You are the girl. You have the powers
to say yes or no.
To say yes or no, but you did. You signed up for a mommy's boy.
Mommy's
boy. Got this guy Ngochmanyi. Because the reason as to why you're having that conversation with your mother-in-law is because there are expectations that have been built
from the start.
And
you endure.
So you're still feeding your monster.
Yeah.
Mother-in-law took care of this young man
And handed over.
Had
duties to you.
Do you understand? Just like you as a man would go and they are prepping you. You understand? You go to your in-laws and your in-laws are prepping you because they're like, you see how we've taken care of our girl? You see how she looks? Look at the skin. You've seen these things at Dakwangula. These days it has turned. It is now the man.
Doing what?
So they tell you.
Wait.
You see how he looks?
Are we talking about the same things that I know? Or
But then how do you explain, Hilda, how do you explain mother-in-law being called or calling?
With the audacity,
you understand,
of ordering another woman.
To tell this woman
that the rest of you can eat beans.
From the money you make, thank God that you bought a sack of manda and a sack of posho and a sack of beans preparing for lockdown. But my son, at least, he needs to eat some meat.
Yeah. The rest of you can eat beans. Yeah.
You people can eat beans and posho, but my son should have at least some bienda, some beef. Remember what I told you back then when you were marrying my son? I told you when you were marrying my son, take good care of my son.
Hey.
My son needs to feed well.
We are dead, though.
He has to eat some meat. You can't treat my son like that. If you're tired of him, you bring him back to me.
Then they should have dressed you in a skirt. You should have put on lipstick and put on a gown. And you came matching in a kakondo.
And you as a woman, you have a problem. If you knew you were dating that kind of guy, why did you allow it?
And that is where the problem is. That's why I'm saying the beginning.
Genesis.
Because you can know a mommy's boy the beginning.
You will tell.
Before you even get into a relationship. But we are the ones betraying ourselves.
You just choose to feed it that everything that happens in our home is judged by your mother-in-law somewhere.
So
because this is that you pampered broiler. No, not a man. Because I'm a man, I don't want to be put in the same brackets with that guy. Hilda, I don't want to be put in the same brackets.
But they're aliens dropped from another planet, and they're here.
If you're that kind of guy, men meet every Thursday. We are online. We're talking about things.
Do you think they want to learn? Come. Not for anyone else. Don't take care of that daughter of Adam, simanyi daughter of who. Take care of yourself. Wachi kulako berako ne sente unyako bulungi gulako ku bintu ebyegasa berako n'amatako. Do it for yourself. Don't do it for anyone else. Women these days can take care of themselves. But if you cannot be responsible, leave the women alone. And you women, take care of yourselves. We are the ones betraying ourselves. Right from the friendship, you can stay friends with someone and they can do whatever they want to do. But the moment it crosses into love, take them through a strong sieve. And you can dump someone and walk away from love, from just love or relationship. When you get into marriage, it's burning. Okay, so don't just cross into a marriage or want to cohabit because you love someone and you have seen their mommy's boys. They're the kinds who have wrong company. They're the kinds who wake up at 11. They're the kinds who have a very poor attitude towards work. Every boss is the one that is wrong. Everyone has a problem with them. Abamukubo, they even believe in witchcraft. I think my mother, Simanyi where, my stepmother, Simanyi what, why? Because they cannot fend for themselves. So if you're still in a relationship, you can let go. Let them build themselves while you build yourself. And if you find it necessary that you can reunite and have this relationship, then have the relationship.
And if you're a young man and you're not ready for a relationship, please don't get into one.
Yeah.
Getting into one means responsibility. When you get into a relationship with someone and go to the point of marrying them, it means you're accepting them, taking them in as your responsibility. That responsibility does not belong to your mother. That responsibility does not belong to your cousin, to your father or anyone. So don't call your mother. Don't. As a man, you find yourself in a position, in a place where you must solve a hard puzzle. You would rather call out fellow men like us and ask us to help you. Now, we are determined as men to make a lot of money, to take care of the women that we love.
To give us money.
Yes, we will give you the money, provided you give us accountability. Chop. We will take care of you, provided you are also easy to take care of. Because some women, Hilda, are also messed up. Some women are messed up. They are really messed up.
Want lipstick of 500,000.
Really messed up, but we will do the best that we can as men. Okola echitu jama atenga chechirungi. We love you, our women. We are here for you. We will take care of you. We will do the best that we can. And to every man, every Thursday, our online meet, will always share a link on my socials, Tim Sabiti, on Instagram and on Facebook and on Twitter. Same name, Tim Sabiti.
I think
we'll
we
always
should
share a
get our
link.
platform.
Please come, join us. Let's learn more about how to fight for ourselves and how to save this generation and the next generation.
Yeah. Wow. And
Thank
families
you.
will be happy.
Yeah.
We love you. Bye-bye.